stuff is popping.
It is.
Popped me. I just dropped my phone on the Blackstone.
Did you really?
Face down.
I guess we should. You can look at whatever you want, then we'll have to get some pig feed.
Well, that's where we're going, right?
Yeah. That. Yep.
They pulled that up too.
That's good because the grass hasn't been growing right there. I just looked at that this morning. Oh, I thought the calf was in with the pigs. Didn't it look like it? It's like, how did that happen? Now look at me, like getting underneath there, get the flies off of them.
Yeah.
Hope the pigs know. You hungry, Festus?
Look at all the white clover.
Yeah.
I mean, that just came up. I should take these petals.
Yeah, they're all starting to bloom now. Which one had a couple flowers on it?
I think that tall one right there. See them back there?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Deer fly on my leg.
Oh.
Bees like that one. The one bee we have. It's probably the same one that was there yesterday or the day before.
Oh, there's another one right there. There's two.
Is it another bumblebee or?
Yeah, no, it's another bee like that one.
Huh.
It's a honeybee.
Oh, that is a honeybee, isn't it?
Yeah. Just a little different body. That one's good. Catch me if you can.
You're gonna have to go faster than that. That water had to really help this last night.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, and welcome back. 2 days ago is when I started this video. It was a nice sunny day. Melissa cooked up some good food that day and ran around on the buggy and checked everything out. And now last night we had storms come through, and right now it's, I don't know, just to be a little bit before 8 o'clock in the morning, and 3:30 in the morning the power went out. So now I'm in there. I had to drag in one of the portable power stations to make Melissa's tea. Normally she's at work right now, but I had to get a battery down to run the well so she can shower and make her tea and run the hair dryer. A little bit of a different morning today. I see it's raining a little bit more. I thought we were all done with it. They were some pretty major. There was a lot of lightning, flashes last night. Oh, power's been out for about 7 hours now, but got Melissa off to work a ways back, but yeah, it's been a while since power's been out for that long, but having those batteries worked really good. Can't remember how to open this thing now. There have been several storms, 2 pretty good sized ones, including last night, that have went through the tent area. And looking at the pictures and stuff, I don't see any trees down, but that doesn't mean they're not down on the road. And my dad's planning on going up. Oh man, that is dirty. Going up on Wednesday. How did that get so dirty? So if I can, I want to go up Wednesday also, because then I can move the trees or anything that are down. Look at all that junk on there. If you guys remember, when I was up there for opening fishing, the boat motor, it worked fine, but it wouldn't open up, which tells me there's something dirty going on in the carburetor. So I thought I would see if I can get this carburetor pulled off and see what the bowl looks like and shoot a little carburetor cleaner in there. I always feel anxiety when I'm doing something like this. Give me a blueprint for a house, any size house, and I don't even have to look at it till the day I get there to start. But give me a little carburetor on something like this and I'm like, oh no, I'm probably going to have to call Zach to fix up whatever I screwed up. Let's see. There's a little bit of dirt and stuff in there. Usually this little pin that holds the float, you gotta watch out so it doesn't come out, but this one is like it's been pounded in there. How the power came on at just like 2 minutes to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and so now I'm out on the tractor mowing. So because it finally got nice out, but there is a piece of plastic in here and I don't know what it is. So I stopped working on this until I can figure it out because it's at an angle. You probably can't even see it really good in there, but anyway, I got to figure that out. But as soon as that power came on so I could get the air compressor going to pump up the tire on the tractor, I jumped out and started on that. Well, the side field here is all mowed. No more weeds that are gonna spread their seeds. I just got it's the following day, 3:30 in the afternoon. Last night I sent pictures and stuff to Zachary of the carburetor, and there's that little plastic piece. I don't know if I talked about it or not, but it was like sideways in there. I don't know if I showed that or not, but anyway, I sent videos to Zach. Showing that little piece in there, and it's a I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, he then sent me videos back showing me how it's supposed to look in there and what it exactly is that I was talking about, and I was so happy because he's so smart when it comes to that stuff. And he went out to his motor, which is another 9.8, took the carburetor off for me so I could see it, and then he sent me the video so I could understand what was going on.
Okay, I just yanked the carb off of this to show you. So it sits in there like this. Has this little plastic basket piece on the front. Maybe yours has that, maybe not. It's not necessary. So this is what it looks like with the piece right here, the main jet that you were talking about. If I can get the light just right. So it sits in there, and it does kind of sit in there. It doesn't thread into there, but it does sit. There's a hole for it in the bottom of that thing. You can kind of see it right there. And then the sides, looks like it just slides in and out. That's called the carb venturi. You can still buy those. This one actually is cracked. But yeah, it looks like the main jet here sits in there. It doesn't thread in there, it just sits in there. And then I don't know what you're troubleshooting, I guess. Let's see if I can get this top little piece is sitting in that plastic. Yeah, make sure you get these holes. I'm sure you did. But you clean those 3 holes. Those will give you, you can use like a little bristle off a wire brush and ream them through there. And then your low speed jet is this one on the side. And you want to make sure that that needle and seat isn't sticking, which I'm sure you checked that, but the little needle in there.
So after I got home today, I took more stuff apart on the carburetor, got into it deeper than I ever have, and I really probably should change out the diaphragm and stuff. I'm just going to see how it works, but that little Venturi, whatever it is, it's like a, like he said, it's like a scope, but it has like 2 wings on the side of it, and then there's little indents in the carburetor that it fits against, and then the jet thingy or whatever comes up and into a little hole and it holds it there. But on mine, one of them is, the sides is broken off, so I still stuck it in there right now, and I'll bring this up. I don't know if I'm going to have time to put it on the boat and try it. I was really hoping, I'm going to go up in the morning. There is supposed to be some possible rain. Hopefully, it's going to rain for sure down here, but up there might be some later in the day. Anyway, I want to mow, and then if I have time, I'll put this in the water and see how it works. And then I should get a whole rebuild kit for this. And I haven't changed the lower unit in 10 years probably. And you know, it just sits out there all winter and it always works. But anyway, I'll take care of that. But I was really hoping that I could go up in the morning, stay tomorrow night, and then stay most of the following day. But now I have to work that next morning. So I will go up to the tent tomorrow, do what I can, get things mowed hopefully, and maybe get this in the water. If not, get it put on the boat. And then of course, any trees that are down going in, I want to get them done because my dad will be up. And he usually gets up there between 12 and 12:30. So I will probably get up there maybe around 10, 9:30, 10, depending on how early I leave in the morning. And so I can cut any trees out of the way for him going in there. That's my main thing. And I'm sure the deer flies and the mosquitoes up there are horrid. So it's that time of year. Anyway, I'll get what I can get done and then get the lawnmower loaded back up on the trailer tomorrow night. And then the next morning I will leave and go do my run and stuff like that and be home here tomorrow afternoon sometime. But anyway, this is done. I sharpened up the blade on the chainsaw, the chain on the chainsaw, full of fuel. Everything should be ready to go. I'm going to strap that. I got to find my straps. I think they're in the back seat of the truck. And I'll get that all strapped on so it's ready for tomorrow. And I better bring my wrench set with me because usually about 50% of the time when I bring the riding mower up there, I will break the riding lawnmower when I'm up there. Which kind of sucks because our yard here really needs to be mowed also. But I end up hitting rocks or something and it'll bend the blade. Or was it last year that I went up there and did this exact same thing, got it onto the trailer. I had to push it on the trailer, the drive belt broke or came off or something. So there have been other times. One time I went up there and I mowed everything. This was the year before. Loaded it on the trailer, brought it home. When I took it off the trailer, one of the blades was completely loose sitting on the trailer and the screw was gone. I had to order a new screw. So always something seems to happen up there. So I'll bring this with me. I just called my dad and told him I'm going up there, so that's a relief for him. He didn't know. He was planning on going up there himself, and if there's any trees down, that could be a lot of work. So I was happy about that. I'm going to grind some corn for tonight and for Melissa for tomorrow night. We bought some of this already ground corn from the feed store, but at the time when I went there, their grinder had just broke. And they said, hey, we can get, I got 300 pounds, we can get some off the, I don't know what it was, the bottom of the thing. Anyway, it smells kind of, I don't know, stale or rancid. They did not like it as much. But this thing is burning out. And it smells like popcorn when you get to the end of the 50 pounds. And it sucks that it's burning out because we haven't used it for a whole year. Costed $250. She bought it for me for my birthday last year, and which is at the end of next month. And I mean, we've used it, but not. And you can't get parts for it. I'm sure it came from China or something, and it's just a bummer. I need to take the motor out and see if I can get another motor to work with the blades and stuff because I use it all the time. But once she gets going, you can tell she's going burning out. Wow, it didn't do too bad that time. Usually it'll drop way down, but did you hear that at the end where it just stopped? Yeah, it's definitely. I think that's it. I think it's done. I mean, I know you can put new bushings and stuff in them, but how do you do that with a foreign-made motor? I mean, I realize they're all. I guess I need to take the motor out and see if there's a name on it or anything. I mean, so now what I do, that's my only 50 pounds. I had 100 here that I did 2 days ago. And that's my only 50 pounds of whole corn. So I'll mix the whole corn with the stuff that they ground that they don't like very much. And it does, it smells different. Kind of the difference between if you smell like lard and then if you smell rancid lard, there's a difference. That's the difference in the corn. So something is up with this stuff. They eat it. Mesa, she gets really cranky. If I bring her in here to milk and this is in here, it gets mixed with some of the dairy ration, which has molasses in it. She gets really moody. She'll eat the molasses stuff and she will just leave this. And then I just keep adding to it and slowly it gets down. Festus, he'll pick and choose through it, but he's mainly eating just grain. It's like you eat what you get. So anyway, I need to get that figured out. It didn't stink as bad this time, like burnt popcorn. I always worry when I take the top, like it's going to be on fire or something. Get the pigs some water. Well, Melissa and I just got all the chores done and did our ride around on the buggy, looking at things, kind of a condensed version, but I want to get all the grain ready for her tomorrow, so all she has to do is go pretty much. Once I get back from up north, I'm going to separate the calf from Mesa and wean it because her condition is just going down, and I think the calf is just constantly sucking it out of her where she has to take so much milk. I mean, if we're milking her once or twice a day, once a day we'll do, that's not so bad as a calf that can feed off of her. You know, she's constantly making milk. So I need to buckle up on that stuff, and then we'll get our milk instead of the calf getting it every day, so that we can, Melissa can make butter and the stuff that she does, and I can start feeding the excess back to the pigs again, because they put weight on so nice that way. Alright. That's good for Festus and Mesa. I'll give him a little treat too. I'll get the pigs' food ready. Alright, food for Festus, water for the pigs, food for the pigs, food for Mesa. That should be chores. I'll probably give the chickens a little bit of food. Bring an air compressor up there because the tire on the lawnmower will go flat otherwise. It's already fully charged. Great. I need to get just one of the little ones, you know. Almost forgot ear protection. Well, I got everything almost packed. I had to get camera batteries and one change of clothes, and it's weird. You go up there for 5 days or you go up there for 1 day, and you need almost the same amount of stuff, just less clothes. But this will be it for this video until I get back. I guess this one's going to be called Before and After the Tent. Well, I made it back from the tent yesterday afternoon, and now I was gone all morning. Right now it's, I don't know, 3:30 in the afternoon, and I'm just running a few of them temporary fence posts to try to expand Festus's pasture that he goes into, because I don't know if it's going to be today or it's going to be this weekend. We're going to separate the little calf off of Mesa and put him in with Festus. when I do chores tonight, I will lock Festus into the little feedlot and then unhook this wire, run it along here, and then hook this one up to it, and then create a loop so I can pull it tight. And then once I let him out, then he'll have this whole area. I think I'll probably do chores early, at least for Festus. Get his feed in there so I can get him shut in and get that done. At least he's eating it.
Yeah. Well, remember, I mean, he was trying to eat it day one.
Yeah, he was.
Mesa was pulling it out of his mouth. You kind of like being alone now, Festus? Huh?
Get away from my hay. Festus is just happy to have somebody to push around.
Yeah.
He's getting pretty big.
He is, but he's still not all the way filled out.
Well, remember, he's a dairy cow. He's not a Angus.
Yeah, but he hasn't grown into those long legs yet.
I don't know that dairy does.
He's not a fraidy cat.
No, he's not. Festus hasn't even noticed that it's open over there. Look at him jumping around. Tearing apart the $80 bale in like 2 minutes. Whatever.
He thinks he's a racehorse.
Well,
What are you doing?
what are you two pork chops doing? The chores are all done and we have successfully separated the cows. So that's it for the calf. No more mama's milk. Her condition will go up now. And Festus will have somebody to hang out with. That buggy is really running like crap. We thought it ran out of gas. So I put more fuel in it, and it must have a dirty fuel filter or some dirt in the carburetor. I just trimmed this stuff back, and look at how one will just watch out, that one's wet. stopped. I'm just gonna take you back here to my secret spot.
I mean, like all this stuff that's growing on in the ditch should be growing back here.
Right, but it doesn't get much sunlight.
Yeah.
But with mosquitoes around, you never, not too many though.
I really haven't got bit.
No,
I mean,
It's
sitting
just
out
weird.
there, I did.
I mean there's some buzzing right here that are swimming or flying around with
for
us.
me not to get bit is
Right, you're a
just
magnet. Maybe you're too old now. You did just have your birthday.
daisies.
I know. How did the daisies get in there for crying out? Just last year we just plowed that and everything. Oh, there you go, ripping off another piece of the buggy.
Put some roses back there.
Was that?
No, I said we couldn't put some.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything is growing up into the fence.
Right. And the pigs are still getting zapped, so. We could have like 20 cows, I think, to get this mowed. That's ridiculous. It's getting pretty chilly out when the sun is went down.
Especially with all this water splashing us.
Right. No, you know what? When the sun's not beating on that apple tree, it looks pretty small.
It does. It is small.
Yeah.
Huh. I think we need to
I still see an
cut
apple
everything
right on the end there. A couple of
away.
them.
I see an apple here.
Yeah.
And
I bet you that's a crab apple. I don't know. Glad we have it though.
well, we've seen it on that map.
Yeah, where it was wide open. Let's see. Yeah, a bunch of service bear. Oh, a deer fly just landed on the camera.
Ew.
Good morning, everybody. I just pulled out that fence that went through here. We thought we'd have to paddock it off, but like I've said several times, we have way more grass than we have cows. but a lot of this is going up and going to seed, and there's a bunch of daisies in there. So I want to get this knocked down, not short, but knocked down so everything doesn't go to seed and it comes and starts to grow back up again. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to end this one now. It's already late. I need to get back on schedule. And I need to get this grass mowed. I will see you guys on the next video.